we just made a deal with my friend Aaron here for some baby white throats. 3 of them are coming to Wolf's World.
We breed the Cherry-Heads for marbling and neck color.
They really are a work of art. We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters. Hey, what's up everybody? We are at the National Reptile Breeders Association Expo in Daytona, Florida. And it's pretty cool. I walked around yesterday and I will show you some of my favorite. All right, so yesterday, one of the first things I saw walking in was this enclosure. And you cannot imagine the detail. You said 3 months?
2 months to sculpt.
2 months to sculpt. The detail, I'm sure, is not gonna come through on video. It's insane. It's the most amazing. If I kept inside, I would have to have one. The company is snakeescapes.com. And you're Ron?
Yes.
Ron, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Hey man, thank you.
What happened to your hand? It's not a bite, is it?
Heard you playing pickleball.
Pickleball. That's a worthy injury. Super cool enclosures. And what is this? Because I saw you explaining this to somebody yesterday. Because this makes a lot of sense. And I saw you lift it up out of there.
Yeah, so these are tub inserts, custom made to specifically fit these Cambro tubs.
And people typically use them for snakes, or would this work for lizards too? Because I could see an aquatic monitor in there. Is there a different lid that could handle a heat lamp? Or would someone have to make one?
Well, for the Cambro tubs, I believe you'd have to create your own.
Create your own. And does this resist heat, or would it not like it? A heat lamp.
Many hobbyists use these in their collections, so
I'm sure somebody will know online.
Yes.
This is insane. It's just beautiful. And I think maybe now, not filming through the glass, you could see the detail that he's put into this, even the mushrooms growing out there. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, walking around, and I talked to this gentleman yesterday on the elevator before the auction.
What's Wolf's World?
What?
It's a YouTube channel. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. I love it.
And then we find each other again today, and we start talking about this product. He's sitting here at this booth. This is a hemp product. We got kitty litter, got pet bedding, and we start talking about this. I'm looking at this product right here. You know, I'm putting my babies on mulch and stuff like that, and I know that they're consuming it when they're eating. This is a cleaner, finer product. It's not gonna cause an obstruction for their digestion. And you're giving me a bag for me to test out
sure am,
and
man.
put with the babies?
Why wouldn't I? I mean, you gotta try it. You have nothing to lose. It's super clean, and that's what I was just telling Jerry. Like, what do you want your animals, like how clean of a product do you want your animals on, right? So I think it's really important that just, you know, safety and efficacy of animals, or God forbid if something happens during breeding and the rodents are infected, and you give some of these snakes are very expensive, and they ingest that. Could the snake potentially become sick and die? Of course it can. So my background is with this, of being super clean and just trying to change the world. We're not cutting down trees and killing Mother Nature, right? So it's
very
a
smart,
beautiful, strong plant.
And you know, I'm all about solving problems and preventing future problems. And it's never been a problem. I've never had an obstruction with any of the babies. But what if? What if the albinos hatched out in a couple months, and all of a sudden they ingested mulch, and I'm losing $8,000 to $10,000 babies because I didn't prevent a problem? This is awesome. And what's the name of the company, and how can they order it?
Oley Hemp. And Oley Hemp, it's right in Pennsylvania. It's my buddy Jeff's farm, Jeff Brooks.
All right.
But yeah, all the information is Oley Hemp. Right here, there's the back number right there in the back. Everything's right there.
All right,
tell
there you go, guys.
Tell Jeff that you met Joe and down here in Florida, and
very cool.
Any way we can help you, man. I really appreciate you coming
Joe,
over here.
thank you so much.
Seriously, bro. Anytime, bro.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. All right, we just made a deal with my friend Aaron here for some baby white throats. 3 of them are coming to Wolf's World. Very cool. We really appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
We're gonna get a possible male and 2 females, and Adam's hoping for a male too, so
Yes.
we're gonna get quite a few. We're really excited about it, finally getting some white throat. All right, now we found the Tortoise King. Sean, great to meet you.
Nice
Great to
meeting
see you.
Yeah.
He was just featured on Camp Kennan, and remember we were talking about putting some tortoises probably on the back property eventually, and these red cherry heads
We do cherry
And
heads
redfoots.
and regular redfoots.
are, can we open this or slide it back?
Yeah. So these are some of my, we breed the cherry heads for marbling and neck color. So this one's about 1.5 years. Sometimes it comes in a lot quicker, sometimes it takes a while, but that one is about 1.5 years, and then
About
this
a
one's
year and a half.
this one's about 3 months.
Oh wow.
But these are from my, I call it my red neck line, because they usually, that red on their neck will spread as they get a little older.
They are really, really pretty.
Yeah, and these only get about 12 inches. So they stay pretty reasonably small.
And they do well with Florida's humidity.
Yeah, they're one of the better choices for tortoises if you're gonna live in Florida, where it's, you know, we got a lot of hot summers and some, you know, a lot of humidity.
Little red foot. It's beautiful.
And the cool thing about it is everything they eat you can grow on your property in Florida.
Yeah.
Cactus, mulberry, hibiscus.
Which are even selling
Yeah. We do the ever-bearing
the cactus to grow.
mulberry, and it does great. It grows like weeds in Florida.
So this is one of the things that I noticed yesterday. Before I even realized what I was walking past, I noticed these plants, and my idea, you know, I want to start growing some fruit and vegetables and stuff in the monitor enclosures. I need plants in there anyway for shade. Why not put things that I could benefit from? And I have a mulberry tree on the property, and the mockingbirds and the blue jays,
Everything eats them.
they took all the fruit off before.
Yeah.
I think I ate like 1 or 2
Yeah.
on the property.
Right.
So these I could raise up probably in the draining area where the mesh is, so their roots could tap down further. I would do it in the male enclosures where I wouldn't have any issues with the females digging around or digging up the plants when they're looking for a place to lay. But I could trim these and keep them 4 or 5 foot tall
You
and
can
let
grow
it
them as
bush
a
out.
tree or a bush.
And it would be,
They're the dwarf version, but they'll still get 12 to 15 feet if you let them.
if I let them.
But they'll bush out really nice.
And then I could get mulberries, which are delicious. Very cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for showing us everything.
Yeah.
It was great meeting you.
Very good meeting you.
And we'll come up and see your property
Yeah, absolutely.
when we're ready
And
to
I definitely
add
want to
tortoises.
check out your place too.
Oh, you're welcome anytime. All right, and of course I had to stop by and say hi to Joe and Sherry. They run Joe-Rassic Park.
Animal sanctuary.
It's an animal sanctuary.
It's Reptile Sanctuary.
So you guys rescue, and again, I always preach, don't buy something unless you're prepared to keep that animal for the entirety of its life, and you know that it's going to grow and get big. And you guys get a lot of larger sulcata tortoises and
Well,
rhino iguanas.
no, we don't really get those donated in, but we get a lot of redfoots.
He wishes he did.
I wish we got the rhino donated in.
I saw
wish.
2 in your picture, weren't
Yeah,
they?
no, right there, yeah. Those are my project, my breeding project. But
Okay.
yeah, we have, leopard geckos, they live 20 years, and crested geckos come in, and bearded dragons live a long time.
Monitor lizard.
Okay,
I
so
get it.
on that, so those are what a lot of people will consider like stepping stone pets. Like you're gonna buy it and then like get bored with your bearded dragon, and then all of a sudden you're gonna want something a little more advanced. And then what do you do with it?
Well, that's
I mean,
where we come in.
no,
We find it homes.
You should continue to keep it or find a good home for it. And I mean, instead of you guys bearing the burden, I mean, that's what you're doing. You're
It is,
bearing
but
the burden.
We
for
like doing it because sometimes it's, hey, I'm sick, I can't keep it anymore. My mom's moving me into a place with a condo. or I can't have it. You know, people have legitimate reasons, and I get life gets in the way. And you know, rather than letting it go back into the wild or releasing it, they bring stuff, even red-edged spiders and tegus that you're not supposed to have, they can bring them to us. And we find the proper channels, the proper homes. If we can't house it ourselves, we have a 4-acre facility. We give a lot of animals forever homes. And then in turn, we do a lot of education where we bring in the school systems. We're trying to hit the next generation, educate them, of course. We work with the Pelican Island Audubon Society. We're in all the schools now. We do tours of our facility for education. What a sulcata is, what is a tegu, what is a bufo toad, you know, native, non-native, what to look out for. That's what we do, and we love it. You know, it's a passion project. And of course, the sanctuary helps us help other people share the love of the animals.
And we definitely appreciate having people like you guys in our industry and in our area. And what do we have here?
So a lot of our tortoises, of course, they're happy, they're together, they breed. So we end up with, you can't see them in the other pen here, but we got a bunch of red foots and a bunch of the African leopard tortoises here today.
So as soon as Sherry told me that these were leopards, and I was like, oh, those don't do well in Florida, because 25 years ago I kept leopard tortoises. They were all imports, and they did not do well in Florida.
No.
And you quickly corrected me.
That if they're born in Florida, they will adapt to our environment. But if you bring them in from out of state, they will not.
It's difficult.
It's very hard.
You're gonna be in trouble. So yeah, always if you're in Florida, in a humid state or in a humid area, buy an animal that was born and raised, hatched in that area, and they adapt amazingly well. That's the key.
So it's like a Floridian spending a week in Arizona, and all of a sudden, like,
skin dries out.
Our lips are cracking and stuff.
But unfortunately for them, it's respiratory. So, and they can't come back from pneumonia.
No.
Yep. So,
yeah. They're beautiful.
Thank you.
They really are.
I get some beauties.
Can we lift the lid so we could see them a little better?
Let's grab a few. Yeah. Can you
I'm trying to get around the corner.
Oh, we got the Dilophosaurus in the way.
Look at this. I mean, they really are a work of art.
Yeah.
The leopards are so brilliantly patterned.
And as they grow, they all change a little and become stunningly beautiful. Same thing with the redfoots too. They got their own unique beauty. We enjoy them, and again, 90% of these animals, I think all of these animals that hatched these out, they're all rescues. Everyone that came into our facility was, hey, my mom couldn't keep this anymore, or my kid moved to college, or I'm dealing with an illness. They end up with us. We put them in a big, beautiful paddock. They do well, they lay their eggs, and we end up with these guys. So once a year we come up to Daytona and we try to make a little, we can't take care of all of them, so we try to sell them, which helps support the sanctuary.
That's great. That really is great. Awesome. Well, I really enjoyed talking with you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
And I will see you both.
Thanks for stopping by our booth. We'll see you on your channel.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll enjoy it.
All right, and this is definitely a place I had to stop yesterday, because when I saw this, all I could think is the front door of Wolf's World. We need handles, maybe for the bar area, of monitor lizards. Probably can't afford them. What is your name?
Jennifer Cook.
Jennifer Cook, Jerry Wolf.
Hi there.
Your artwork is amazing.
Thank you.
It is really, really amazing. And what is this made out of? Is this
bronze?
Bronze. Look at this rhino iguana laying here. And so when we talked yesterday, she's like, oh, I do have some monitor lizards I made, but she made them for Ty Park. And you can't resell something you already made for him. So I'd have to get something custom made. I think we need to sell some of those T-negative albinos first, but then maybe we could talk. It was great meeting you.
Great meeting you too.
And hopefully we can do business in the future.
I'm looking forward to it.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm standing in front of the booth for Ship Your Reptiles. It's who I use for shipping all of my baby monitors. They are busy as can be. People buying animals here at the show, shipping everything back to their home states. I've never had any issues in shipping thanks to them, and I'm going to include a short video showing me box up one of the baby monitors. they're too busy to interview right now, so I will catch them next time. All right, so I need to ship a monitor lizard, one of my babies, out today, and I'm gonna show you how I get one of the boxes ready and pack the animal for shipping. Now, if I had to source everything to ship this animal on my own, it would be a lot of pieces and parts to figure out, but using Ship Your Reptiles has made it very easy. I order the reptile bags, the insulated boxes. If I needed the heat pads, I would be able to source that through them. All right, so that's my box together. Put my air holes in it. Then I try to keep that's gonna go that way in the box. Just get the styrofoam out of the way of those holes so they're breathable. I need to pause you for a second. I need to grab my paper towels. All right, got some paper towels. All right, now this is the second to last of the Guru Sulfur Mixed Babies. I've already got it bagged, and instead of using the ties that come with the bag, I like to put a black zip tie on it. I know that's not coming apart. I always try to do about 2 days without food for the animals so they don't mess in their bag during shipping. All right. So these holes will line up because I kept that correct on the counter. Print shipping label already printed out and ready. They recommend only shipping in the middle of the week to do, that way your animal is not stuck at a shipping place on the weekend if something happens. So I picked Tuesday as my shipping day for a Wednesday morning arrival. It's overnight. The animal will be ready for you at your nearest FedEx place before 10:30 in the morning. You just gotta take a morning off of work and shoot over there and get your animal, and then it's never exposed to the heat during the day. It's really a perfect and simple way to ship these live animals. And I'm gonna go drop it off at my FedEx ship center, and it's out of my hands. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.